Move it, troopers! On the double! Fire!
Hello there, this is Todd from the Scoundrels Cantina, and welcome to another video. In this video, we'll be going over how powerful Darth Plagueis the Wise is, which will include going over his lightsaber skills, force powers, and other abilities. As always, we're mixing the expanded universe and canon because we believe that there's no reason why most of it can't fit together. So anyway, let's do it.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
First off, we're going to start with the lightsaber abilities. The apprentice of Darth Plagueis the Wise was one of the most skilled lightsaber duelists in galactic history, as well as the most powerful Sith Lord of all. This says a lot about Darth Plagueis' lightsaber skills, even though he rarely used them, as he was more interested in unlocking the secrets of the Force and finding immortality. Plagueis' own master, Darth Tenebris, considered him a master at the art of lightsaber combat. Plagueis was very skilled in lightsaber combat, although disdained using his blade and regarded lightsaber duels as tedious affairs. He was skilled in using Jarkai, which was utilizing two lightsabers at the same time, as was seen on the planet Baldemnik, where he killed his master. He also fought against Darth Venomous on the planet Sojourn, who was another apprentice of Plagueis' master, and with some trouble was able to defeat him as he enhanced his speed in lightsaber combat with the Force. Some sources say that during his life he also wielded a lightsaber pike, with which he was also skilled. It was a long-handled version similar to those of Empire Shadow Guards, although his regular single-bladed lightsaber could be attached to the end of the staff or detached at will. Basically, that is all that is really known about Darth Plagueis' lightsaber skills. Now we're going to go over his Force powers. Most of what Darth Sidious knew about the Force at the time of the Clone Wars was due to Plagueis teaching him almost everything he knew, meaning that he was an absolute master of the dark side of the Force. Plagueis was most likely proficient in the standard dark side abilities such as Force Lightning and Force Choke, since his apprentice was unmatched with him. He was proficient in one of the most powerful Force abilities, which was Tuta Menace, which allowed him to absorb blaster bolts as well as any other energy-based attacks such as Force Lightning, or even hold back a lightsaber with his hands. As he absorbed blaster bolts, he redirected them into Force Lightning. When he was attacked by Meladian assassins, his physical strength was enhanced with the Force as he threw away the incoming assassins as well as lashed out at them with Force Push. In the same encounter, he conjured up a Force Wave, also known as Force Repulse, to a devastating effect similar to that of Starkillers, as he atomized 6 of his assailants, after which he did it again and atomized a few more. Darth Plagueis did all this while a considerable part of his lower face was taken off by a decapitator disc, and he was bleeding out and having a hard time breathing. Because of this, he would be forced to wear a transpirator mask, without which he wouldn't have been able to survive. With just a clap of his hands, Plagueis was capable of creating any object into a deadly projectile as powerful as any sonic weapon by using the ability called Force Bellow. Plagueis had an ability that naturally came to him through the Force, which was the ability to sometimes see the future, although it would be permanently crippled when he killed his master Darth Tenebris, whose essence then entered Plagueis' body for a short while. This ability would later reappear as he was able to glimpse the events that would transpire around Darth Maul, as well as what little Anakin Skywalker would inevitably become. He was excellent in crafting Force illusions to the point that he was even able to fool Darth Sidious himself, which would automatically mean that the mind trick was easy stuff for him. It is believed that Darth Plagueis was also capable of using convection, which was a Force ability that would alter the user's body, causing the skin to burn with incredible heat while at the same time not causing injury to its caster. It was also usable by burning an opponent instead of oneself. Plagueis was believed to have perfected Sith alchemy, which ties into his unnatural manipulation of midichlorians to both preserve and
to create life.
He had such a knowledge of the dark side.
He could even keep the ones he cared about from dying.
This also tied into resurrecting an individual, as he did to Darth Venomous, whom he used as a prisoner for his experiments with the Force. Plagueis and Sidious directly violated the nature of the Force by reaching out to the inhabitants of the galaxy to create life through the midichlorians, to which the Force retaliated and conceived a long-prophesied savior that would bring balance to the Force and peace to the galaxy. Even as a Sith Lord, Darth Plagueis managed to discover how to become a Force ghost after death, although this manner of surviving did not appeal to him as he was not concerned with the non-material world. He also had some familiarity with the concept of transfer essence, a technique that would transfer his consciousness to another body, but chose not to investigate it as he desired to become immortal while retaining the use of his body of birth. He would eventually teach his apprentice everything he knew, believing that the two of them would rule together forever, although Sidious would kill him in his sleep.
Ironic.
Anyway guys, this is it on the video, and we hope you all enjoyed it and learned something new about the vast galaxy of Star Wars. If you enjoy our content, make sure to check out our second lore channel, The Crossroads Inn, and if you want to watch more videos like this one, the link to the playlist of our other Star Wars stories and videos will be down below. Also, if you want to support this channel, hit that subscribe button for even more videos like this one, and remember guys, God is awesome, may the Force be with you always, and we'll see you in another video. You Rebel Scum.
This party's over.